G'day. Today I want to talk about a hobby that I've got back into after about 30 years. I've not been involved in it, and that's film photography, and in particular black and white film photography. About 30 years back I owned a good Nikon FM2 camera, I think it was called, and when the kids were young I got quite a few good photos of them, but then my wife, I was the only one that could use the camera, so we sold it and got something which my wife and I could both use. Would have been a DSLR. Anyway, this camera come up on Marketplace, and I had read reviews about them, and so I was pretty keen on getting it. It's a Yashica 635 TLR. It was produced in around 1960, probably the early 1960s. It's one which you kind of look down into to focus and that, and yeah, it's quite different to the DSLR which I've had for the last 10 or 15 years. So my name's Barry. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to it, I hope you get something from it. It's a channel about just my experience as I enter retirement, and some of the choices that I've made and things like that. Now, I'm not going to show all the images that I've taken with this camera. I put in 2 rolls of film, and so from that I got 23 images back. Many of them I'm really not happy with. A couple that I like, but I feel could still be improved. To start off with, I purchased 4 rolls of film. I think there were 2 rolls of 100, a roll of 125 and another roll of 80, which I haven't used yet. But the first 2 rolls that I put through this camera were 125 ISO and 100 ISO. I haven't got a light meter on the camera. It's not fitted with one, and I haven't got a manual one, and I realised after taking these photos that I desperately need to invest in a light meter. So for taking these photos, I referred to the rule of 16 to try and work out the aperture setting and the shutter speed. I bought my first 4 rolls of film from a place called Walken's House of Film, Walkens. They're based here in Australia, over in the eastern states. I could not say enough about them. I was wrapped with the customer service that I got. I had to wait roughly a week for the film to arrive. I ordered it online, and it arrived. When it arrived, it was all nicely packaged. It even had the name of the person that wrapped the package written on top of it, and it also, accompanying it was it included a letter from the CEO thanking me for being one of their customers. Yeah, so that was a really good experience, and I'll certainly be going back to them to purchase any other film. Just go through some of these films, some of these images. I'm going to show the first one because it's probably the worst one of the lot. I think I superimposed the first picture onto this one as the first one. I remember taking a picture of a building, 2 buildings, one old one and next to a modern one, and anyway, that hasn't shown up anywhere amongst the images that were returned and developed and returned. So this first one, it's very, very dark. It's you can hardly see the man that's walking past the tree. You can hardly see the tree. And I think judging by the amount of light in the two bottom corners, I suspect that the first photo was transposed onto this one. Anyway, the next photo was one of my son and grandson. Look, this one here, it wasn't staged. I don't think Ian realised that I was taking the photo. I was sitting across from them both, and it was a moment where my son was showing his son how to use a little balsa jet, like a little balsa dart that you throw through the air. The only thing I don't like about it is the background. It's quite cluttered and it's really not level. Yeah, it's not centered properly. Anyhow, I do like that photo, and I like this one as well. It's one of my granddaughter in the rope swing at their property. I'm pretty happy with that. I know it is fairly dark. The trees come up quite dark, and it could have been improved quite a bit in that respect, but otherwise I'm happy with it. Here's another one of my two grandkids. This one here, I should have really taken it a lot closer and got rid of a lot of that background. Here's one of my grandson hosing down the wheelbarrow for his dad. I quite like this picture, but again, it's a very cluttered background, and I probably could have taken it from a closer distance. Here's one of the old fire station in Perth. This was one of the first pictures I took. It was a nice old building, but probably quite uninteresting. This picture here, I quite like this one, although it is very dark. Very dark. It was a nice old shopping arcade in the centre of Perth. And I certainly could have used, I think, a 400 film for this one rather than the 100 or 125 that I had in the camera. I think it would have done it more justice. Now this one here is a picture of my motorbike. I am pretty happy with this film, with this picture. The bike's fairly clear. The only thing I don't particularly like is the background. It could have been a bit more interesting, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with this one. This one here is of the harbour. Now there was something about this, I was hoping to get more of that building in the middle in the background, but really quite an uninteresting photo, I feel, looking at it now. Nothing really interesting about the sky or the water in that to talk of. This picture here I quite like. It's of a railway station at Kojonup, a very small town on the way to Albany. Yeah, I quite like this picture here. Now, other than that, really the only ones that are worth talking about, but it was a learning experience, and I realised for sure that I need to get a light meter and learn how to use it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed following me with my camera and my first experience of using it. And if you feel like it, let us know in the comment which image you like best, and if you have any suggestions for me, that would be appreciated as well. Thank you. Bye.